I live in a waterfront community. It's a collection of mostly high-rises, a few townhomes, and all of them hard by Burrard Inlet overlooking the city of Vancouver. In this neighborhood, people walk, they cycle, often they just take public transit when they're trying to get around, which means they don't use cars very much, and a lot of the people who live around here have just one car. This would seem to be the perfect place to be the owner of a Toyota Prius Prime plug-in hybrid vehicle. I mean, after all, if you live in this neighborhood, you might drive 10 or 15 kilometers occasionally for a run to Canadian Tire to pick up some lawn furniture or to visit some friends in the suburbs. But for the most part, a plug-in hybrid allows you to get all the driving you need on pure electrics. But if you need to get around with a gasoline motor, well, you've got that too. Unfortunately for Toyota, the people around here, they really can't use a Prius Prime to its full effect. A couple of reasons for that. First of all, electric plug-in outlets are rare in buildings like this. There is a fast charger in my neighborhood, but that's another problem. Toyota has not equipped the Prius Prime with a connection capable of taking on a fast charger, and this is the only community fast charging EV station around. During prime time, there is often a lineup, 3, 4, 5 cars long. But remember, it's a fast charging station, and that presents a problem for the Prius Prime. Let me explain to you my problem here. I want to charge up this Toyota Prius Prime, the Toyota's hybrid, plug-in hybrid. Gets about a 40-kilometer range. And I'm here in the deepest, darkest basement parking lot underneath Whole Foods. And I pulled in here to charge because there are some outlets here. Unfortunately, they're 50 amp outlets, and what Toyota supplies is a regular household plug-in, which is no good. Even worse, well, I went to the fast charging outlet in my neighborhood, and it only supplies handles for CHAdeMO and combo plug-ins. And so if you live around here, you have limited options to get juiced up. Day to day, a plug-in hybrid is a useful, all-purpose alternative for city dwellers like me. All electric for when you absolutely need a car for quick runs, but also a gas engine for longer drives, say to Whistler. What's missing here, and this is a story for many urban neighborhoods, especially dense, compact city neighborhoods like mine here in the shipyards, well, charging stations and convenient ones. And that therefore presents a real problem for Toyota trying to sell a plug-in hybrid. And that is a shame. The Prime is an excellent car for anyone who wants to limit fuel consumption and emissions, but can't go with a pure EV. The Prius Prime. Well, my tester is about $41,000 as equipped with fees and levies and taxes and extras. But the base model, well, as you see here, without all those extras, is about $36,000, and that includes $4,000 in provincial and federal discounts. The Prius Prime charges up relatively quickly because its battery pack delivers, at best, 40 kilometers of range. At least the battery has a 10-year warranty, and Toyotas in general, well, they pretty much last forever. You can plug the Prime into a regular 110-volt outlet or a 240-volt station. The charge point is at the rear passenger side of the car. It's all quite simple except for one simple problem. You cannot plug it into one of these excellent fast charging stations. I'm with those who like its looks too. In particular, I admire the detailed lighting arrangement up front. A 4-quad LED headlamp array with a lower fog light setup. Standout design. The Prime's compact size belies a lot of hardware underneath this skin. 2 powertrains, an extensive battery pack, all sorts of controllers to get all these different things to work together, and room for 5 passengers. But cargo space is quite limited. That's because the battery pack and all the other electronic gizmos and gadgets and goodies take up some space. The useful hatchback design is good, but it creates a problem. No rear windshield wiper. There's a lot of glass back there, and on a bad weather day, seeing through that radically slanting glass rear hatch framed by rear LED taillights, well, it's a problem. The cabin is terrific. As you sit in the driver's seat and look out, well, you'll see a strip of a binnacle there where you get the normal performance, speed, fuel economy, range numbers that you would expect to find in a binnacle right in front of the driver. There is none there, by the way. All in all, very useful. What you notice most, though, is a huge vertical infotainment screen, an 11.6-inch high-definition touchscreen. This comes only with more expensive primes. The whole cabin is very well done, very well put together, refined. The drive is fine for a compact runabout. The engine, the gasoline engine, is a 1.8-liter four-cylinder motor. You've got your electric drive, and then you've got an 8.8 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery. And for the $41,000 here, well, Toyota offers all sorts of standard features. This is a luxury car. For those first 40 kilometers in pure EV mode, the Prius Prime is just your everyday electric vehicle. Fuel economy combined will land you somewhere between 1.6 and 6 liters per 100 kilometers. It's not really fast. There's only 121 horsepower available here. When there are bends in the road, however, you will notice the heft of it all. There's lots of stuff here, and it adds up to 1,530 kilograms, or about 3,400 pounds. If the Prime isn't for you, you can consider Hyundai's Ioniq Plus or Honda's Clarity plug-in hybrid. Or you could save a few thousand and simply buy the standard Prius hybrid, and that might be my ultimate choice. The Prime is a good vehicle. It's well built, and Toyota has a terrific reputation for longevity. I like the design. I really enjoyed using the center touchscreen there. Very modern, very functional. The problem is Toyota has had this halting approach to plug-in vehicles. Until recently, didn't believe in pure electric vehicles at all. So what we're left with here is something of a compromise, and it's a rig that I cannot park and charge at the only fast charging station in my neighborhood. That's a problem for Toyota. It's going to be a problem for sales. Change. Very high tech. At the top, the cabin's terrific. In a quality problem, that is